This was one of the craziest and toughest challenges in the history of Forged in Fire. The situation was such that almost every finalist's sword broke during testing. But this challenge gave birth to the show's youngest and most astonishing champion. His name was Scott. He developed a technique that amazed the entire show. His tissue canister technique was so unique that the show had to change its rules. Till today, he is the only blacksmith who completed the cooling process of the blade 6 times in a single time-bound challenge. When he first came on stage, he was up against 3 experienced blacksmiths. Each of them had about 30 years of experience. This time they had to make a blade from the steel of giant scissors. This metal was so tough that the best way to make it usable was canister Damascus. If everything went right, the resulting sword could be as sharp as that. The challenge was extremely difficult. In just 3 hours, they had to make a serrated small blade at least 15 centimeters long. The pressure was immense. Scott was also feeling the stress, but this pressure later made him a legend. As soon as it started, he cut off the handle parts of the scissors. These small metal pieces were perfect for canister Damascus. But then he did something that no one had imagined. He laid a layer of tissue paper inside the canister and then filled it with steel pieces and steel powder, sealing it completely. Even the judge had never seen such a method before. Meanwhile, the mustache competitor and the bigger competitor were using a safe method. They cleaned each piece thoroughly, ground them with machines, and applied a separating layer on the canister so that the metal could be easily removed later. Then there was Alan. His method was completely different. No cleaning, no preparation. He directly filled all the pieces into the canister. For him, the Damascus canister was entirely a game of luck. After 1 hour, everyone's metal blocks were ready and they all took them to the pressing machine. Now, everyone's eyes were only on Scott. Will the tissue method really work? And then the result was revealed. With just one press, the outer layer of the canister separated easily. Everything came out clean, strong, and absolutely perfect. The entire workshop was astonished. Among all 4 contestants, only Scott got a strong, clean, and higher carbon metal block. Without wasting a moment, he started making the blade. Now, the final hour had begun. It was time to create the serrated edge. He started cutting the teeth of the blade with a triangular-shaped grinding edge. As soon as the shape was ready, he moved directly to the blade cooling process. Despite being young, he was working faster than all the experienced competitors. He was the first to cool his blade, but he was not satisfied. He took it back to the furnace and cooled it a second time. This time the blade became a bit crooked. He was certainly worried, but he didn't stop. He heated it again, corrected the mistake, and cooled it for the 3rd time. Then a 4th time, then a 5th time. When only 20 minutes were left, he had completed this process 5 times. All the other competitors were busy finishing their blades by grinding them. But Scott did not care about this. He returned to the furnace again and cooled the blade for the 6th time. Seeing this, the judges remained completely silent. Time was up. A process of cooling a blade 6 times. Now only one question remained. Would Scott be able to win the entire competition with his tremendous effort and unique technique?